What's going on, guys? It's Glenn, Midtown Power Washers, coming back at you from beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. Today I want to go over 10 things that you have to have when starting your pressure washer business. So you're ready to start a pressure washing business, roof washing, all that good stuff. What in the world? All right, guys, so big question. Starting my pressure washing business. Do I need a 4 gallon a minute? Do I need a 5 gallon a minute? Do I need an 8 gallon a minute? Do I need a 10 gallon a minute? Do I need a fuel injected? How about a soft wash system? Do I need the batch mix? Do I need a proportioner? Do I need a trailer? Do I need a flatbed? Do I need it enclosed? Do I need it out in the open? You know, we have all these questions. Trust me, I did all the research on it back, last August, September. That's all I did was watch these videos and try to come up with, what do I need? Do I need a surface cleaner? Do I need do I need ball valves? Do I need high pressure ball valves too? Do I need what all do I need to get started with this? I'm here to tell you from experience that none of that matters. I know that might be shocking to some people to say that, oh, it's a pressure washing business. Of course a pressure washer matters. Not really, man. It's a very small part of it. I've come to find out. So these 10 things that I've got down here they don't have anything to do with equipment. These 10 things I've got, over here, I'm going to show you guys. It's not equipment related. This is all marketing related, because this is at the end of the day, a business that you have to market. If you want to stay in business, you have to market said business, because people are not going to know that you offer these services if you're not letting them know. So we're going to start out with a couple of them. I've kind of got them in 3 different tiers, if you will, 3 different levels. We'll start out with the free stuff. Then we'll go to the, not so expensive stuff. And then we'll go to the higher end stuff, the end all be all, if you will, of what marketing, should be. And once you get to that 3rd tier, maybe you can dial back a little bit on those first 2 freebies, because you're gonna be spending more money on it, but you're gonna get higher returns. Your business is gonna be able to grow. So, first thing is my big mouth. Man, when I started this thing, I got laughed at so many times. Oh man, oh, you're gonna be a pressure washer, you're gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. I started all that, man. I don't care, right? My mouth, I'd talk to everybody. Everybody that I knew that I was doing this business. Now, they didn't know that I was trying to do it. There's a lot of guys that ride around with a little pressure washer in the bed of their truck, and they say they got a pressure washing business, and that's all fine and good. They didn't see my vision of where I want it to go, and I'm still nowhere near it right now, mind you. But I do look like a legitimate business when I pull up on site now. At first, I pulled up with a 5x8. I've still got that 5x8 that I used, but I pulled it up, and all I had was a pressure washer on it, and I had a surface cleaner, and I had a buffer tank that I didn't even need because I got a 4 gallon a minute machine. So I didn't know much about it. I learned as I went. So the first one is my big mouth. Man, I told everybody. I told everybody and their mama, and I got everybody and their mama to tell somebody that that's what I was doing. That's how I started. The first few jobs you get, usually from people So, I'm thankful for that. I'm really grateful for those first few people that were like, yeah, man, come out here and do my stuff and blah, 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 because that gave me some little experience where I felt comfortable going out and doing people I didn't know their business or their house or whatever. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Facebook. Got to start a business page, man. You got to get your name out there. Again, all your friends, you're inviting them to like the page. Then you can get into, later down the road, maybe spending a little money, because you don't have to spend a lot of money to get in front of people with these Facebook ads. I've had really good success with Facebook ads, but that Facebook business page is a free resource that you should be tapping into. Absolutely, I believe that. The next one is going to be Nextdoor. I don't really do a lot of on Nextdoor. I hear it's good for some guys. I got a bunch of buddies that do painting, and that's how they get a lot of their work, is through Nextdoor. I haven't really messed with it much because the Facebook ads kind of work for me. So, but I do have a profile on Nextdoor, and I do put pictures and all that good stuff in there periodically on Nextdoor, right? Yelp's another one. Yelp is also really good as far as a free profile. Now, it's not something I would pay for. They'll call you and ask you, hey, you wanna? No, I don't want to put any money in this, but you can set up a free profile on Yelp. And why not, man? Why not do that? Why not do every one of these free ones, man? You might as well do. Even if you don't keep up with them, even if you don't push them hard because you've kind of found something else that works, they're still there. So Google My Business. That's going to be number 5. Now, this is a big one because that's eventually how you want everybody to find you, right? Because everybody uses Google. Everybody does that. So eventually, when you get your, other stages done of this process, that Google My Business page is how people find you, how they can call you, how they can go to your website, how they can do all that. But it's free. You sign up for it. You make sure your information's right on there. They send you a verification number in the mail right now because of COVID. I guess that's how they're doing it. You put that verification number in, and boom, you got a Google My Business page. It's there. You might be a couple pages down on the search, but it's there. So those are 5 super important, all free things. Now, you can spend a little money with Facebook, and I have pretty good returns on that personally, but those are 5 free things that you should absolutely be doing. Now we'll step up to the second stage, and I jumped around in this personally because I went straight to stage 3, and then kind of, got all stage 2 in there, as I went. So business cards, man, business cards are super, super cheap. They, you should be handing these out. This all goes back to using that mouth of yours to do something other than talk crap, These are important. They're very, I got my logo made. That's another one on here. Paid a guy. He made me a logo up, right? Super nice. I've got several ones for different applications. He designed this card for me. It's really nice. I bought 1,000 of them for not much money, man. And I've passed out all but, I don't know, maybe I might have 100 left, so I need to order some more. But business cards, super important. Logo, really cool. Like if you're planning on doing this a long time, man, branding is important. You want people to be able to see that logo and that design and go, oh, that's, I see them all around town. That's what I want personally. I want to see, this little drop of water, that little power symbol in the middle, trademark. I want them to see that and know, that guy, he does soft washing and power washing and all that good stuff, pressure washing and whatnot. So logo is super important. There's guys you can get on Fiverr. There's real cheap ways of going about it. I have a buddy that does it for, a living, and he kind of does his friends as like a little side hustle, like / helping them out, because I got it for pretty cheap compared to what he charges big multi-million companies, obviously. So that logo is important as well as far as branding yourself, and branding takes years and years. Coca-Cola, Nike, you didn't know, back in the day, you didn't know what that Nike swoosh didn't mean anything to anybody. Now they don't even have to put Nike on anything. They put the swoosh, that's Nike. So that's all branding, man. So number 3 on the cheap stuff is going to be flyers. Now I just got these made up, and they're nice. We've got services offered. Got our website up here. Down at the bottom we got our phone number. We got visit us on Google and Facebook and all that good stuff. Got some before and afters on both sides. More services offered. More phone number again. Like, nice little. These are postcards. Yeah, sorry. These are just postcard size. Now, I should have gotten them a little longer because I had intended handing these out, right? And that takes forever to hand these out, going door to door. Now, it's great for doing your 5 rounds and your 10 rounds, but something I did with these is they still will clip, and you can still make a clip flyer with these, right? Now, it's not as efficient probably as one that was a little bit, you know, about 2 or 3 inches longer, but it's still clip, and it'll still, I think it'll still do the job. We haven't thrown these out yet. We just got these the other day, but these look really professionally done. They're super nice. Of course, we got our logo on both sides, so they know us. It's part of that branding. You just take these clips right here, bend it in half, you know, put your little clip on there. When you're going down the road, you eat out the window, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. It's super simple. I've got 1,000 of those postcards, but I've got about 250 of them already put up on clips, and I'm gonna go out. And one thing when you're flying, when you're papering anything, and this is for any business, I don't want to go out and do. Of course, this is according to my time and how many of these I got. But if I've got 1,000 of these, I don't need to go out and do 5 different neighborhoods that are, you know, have 80 to 100 houses in them, or 5 different areas. I don't need to put out 500 cards or half of what I've got out, right? Because the thing about these cards is they're not going to call you. You might get one call, maybe, if you're lucky, on that first round, right? Of say 200, you know. That second round, you might get a couple of calls. That third round is really what the numbers say that it works, okay? And that's every other business. I'm maybe new to pressure washing business, but that's in business in general. Flyers do not usually work until the third application. So with 1,000 of these, I can go put out, you know, 200 here in this neighborhood. Then next week I can go put 200 out in this neighborhood again. Then the next week I can go out and put, or, you know, 10 days later I can put 2 out in this neighborhood again. So over a month's time, they've seen my flyer 3 times. I am pinpointing the areas that I want to market to, where I know these people are homeowners. I know what type of houses, how expensive they are. I also can see the houses and know that they need roof washing, they need soft washing, they need their driveways done. I can see all that. So I'm giving them a really easy way to contact me if they want it done, if they want this stuff taken care of. Before and after pictures are on there. You know, this is what your roof looks like this right now. This is what it could look like when I'm done. You know, the before and afters are important. So I'm picking not only just the areas that are, you know, a little bit higher end, but also that I can visually see, okay, there's roof stuff that needs to be done. There's, you know, whatever. So flyers and postcards, man, super important. I started out with some cheap printed off flyers that I'd printed off and I'd made up, and didn't have a logo on it, didn't have hardly anything. Had a phone number, had pressure washing on it, and had some before and after pictures. That's all it had on it. No fuss, no muss. I've still got a couple of them, but you know, we're just stepping up our game to make us look a little bit, present ourselves a little bit better, and position ourselves in the market a little bit better through this. But man, they're not expensive. They're really not. 1,000 of them, like 60, 70 bucks shipped to your house. I mean, you can't beat that. And then the clips, I think we're at like 15 cents or 10 to 15 cents for each one of these clip flyers, right? So, you know, I can put out 200 of these a day, and if 100 of them get thrown away, I'm not mad at it. If 150 get thrown away, I'm not mad at it. It's worth my time to go out and do that. So that's another big one that we're doing, that we're gonna get all these out. We're waiting for kind of the rain situation to slack up. It's like 30 something here today, which we don't really see a whole lot of, and it's supposed to be super cold next week, which is still like 30, but if we don't see that, so people are gonna be inside, they ain't gonna be outside. So we're gonna wait till we get a little warm stretch with some sun and no rain, and try to get those out then. I'm trying to find the right window to take care of it where I've at least got, 2-3 days of good, decent weather to get those out to people, because I've already got the neighborhoods and everything kind of focused in on where I want to hit. Some of them I've already done work in before, and I just kind of noticed things that needed to be done while I was there. So those are big ones, man. The logo, business cards, flyers. Also have magnets on my truck. They were pretty cheap. They're not bad. I'll put a picture maybe up here somewhere of what that looks like on my truck. I think they were like $50 or something too. Again, real nice, real simple logo, pressure washing, phone number, licensed, insured. I don't know if people care about that. I mean, some people care about it, but the people that are just glancing at it are probably aren't gonna see that. They're gonna see pressure washing, they're gonna see my phone number. They're not even gonna pay attention to this logo probably, because I'll be going down the road or we're gonna be at a stoplight or whatever. So I wanted pressure washing to be very visible. I wanted my phone number to be very visible. Those are the two most important things to me. Another thing that we're gonna go with, we're gonna get some yard signs made up, at least for the yards that we've done. Might put some out in the city. I don't know. I don't really know. We haven't had we haven't had to do that yet. So at least some yard signs in the yards while we're working, or maybe talking to the customer. Hey, do you care if I leave these here for a week? It would really help us out. Blah blah blah. People were, they're super happy about being helpful, man. I've worked for pediatric neurosurgeons and stuff that were just the most helpful people. If I said, hey, do you mind sharing this on Facebook, or do you mind going to my Google page and leaving a review, it would really help me out. You get that personal connection with somebody, and they're more willing to do some things for you. You know what I mean? They want to help you. You're good at what you do. You do a great job. They want to help you. So magnets are another one. They're kind of down on the list. I wouldn't personally just go buy magnets and think that's going to get me a lot of work. But again, what are all these things doing? They're trying to get me to use my big mouth, right? Business cards, that's just an opening for me to talk about it. Flyers are the same way. That's just an opening for me to talk about it. Magnets, same thing. It's just an opening for somebody to ask me at a gas station, at wherever, at Kroger, wherever. Hey, what's going on with that? Oh, well, let me tell you about it. Here's my business card. Here's a flyer. Here's whatever, because I keep them in the truck all times, no matter what. I keep the magnets on my truck all times, no matter what. I almost kind of got into a little trouble with that because I have it on my personal vehicle, and my insurance guy was like, hey, man, you gotta, you're not using this. This is considered a commercial vehicle. If you got that advertising on there, you got to kind of watch it. It's kind of a gray area. So that's something to look out for too, man. We always want to be covered on everything. I don't want my business to get sued because I get in a wreck because I've got magnets on my truck representing my business, even if I don't use that truck for business. So it's kind of it's a gray area. He told me that it's a gray area, but it's good to, talk to your insurance people about stuff like that. Anytime you have a question, that's why they're there. All right. So the third thing, and this is what I kind of skipped to before. All right. So when I started out, I got logo, and I got business cards. All right. And then I bought a website. I contacted a web design team. They designed me a website. They do all of my SEO. They do all my updating. So SEO is search engine optimization. If you don't know about it, I didn't. So welcome to the world of pressure washing in 2021. Search engine optimization, you have to have the right keywords. You have to have, everything has to flow properly for Google to put you up there on that map. Also, there's Google AdWords. It's basically like Facebook ads, except on a lot bigger scale, right? And it's more search based than interruption based. Facebook ads is like, oh, maybe I searched for something that had to do with pressure washing at some point in time, and then it pops up right in front of me. Google AdWords is like, I'm in the process of searching for pressure washing, in my city or whatever. So it's a little different in that aspect, but it'll put you right there at the top. Your name's gonna be at the top, or at least in the top 3. depending on your area and how many other people are spending money on the same thing, because they basically auction that top spot off. Whoever pays the most, and you don't know what the number is, what the high number is, but it's auctioned off 1, 2, 3. But I mean, I haven't. We're looking into doing that. We want to get those running by March. And I mean, I'm thinking we're gonna have to spend somewhere around $700 to $1,000 a month to really see that influx of calls that I want to see. So we have to spend a little money on that stuff, man. The website, I get it for super cheap. I'll put a link down in the description of what my website looks like. You can go check it out. And then if you have comments, questions like where did you get this done, blah blah blah, I will absolutely share that if that's something y'all are interested in. There's another really popular guy on here that uses the same design team, and it's a beautiful website, and they're really good people to work with. We're talking like, call it $200 a month for the website, right? $200 a month. That's not including any AdWords. I've got to do my part on that as well, which there's parts and they tell you what you have to do to make that SEO kind of boost up. But I did that before I did, flyers, before I did magnets, right after I did business cards, I did that. And I know because it takes some months for that to start actually gaining traction. And so we got our first job from it in December, from Facebook from Google search to our website. And that first job that we got, it paid for October, November, and December. It paid for that whole web, the whole cost of my web design and everything, and maintenance up until like January from that one job. So it pays for itself, and that's the way people are gonna find you, really. Like the real people that I want to work for, they're gonna probably be Googling stuff like that. I just want my name to be there. And again, that's another reason why the logo is so important, because that logo should pop up, be in their minds. I want to be everywhere, right? I want to be in their driveway. I want to be on the sign that's passing by them on the street. I want to be in their search engine. I want to be on their Facebook page, on their Instagram page. That's another one that's an option. I've got one. I don't really use it, but it's there. And the last one that I'm going to put on here is shirts, right? So you can get shirts made, man. Let's see, I got a hoodie right here, and again, logo, website, phone number. The t-shirts look very similar. They're the same thing, it's just a different color. I stick with the same color pattern, I stick with the same logo. I wear these to the grocery store. Not only do I wear them, and my helpers wear them while we're at the job site, I wear these to the grocery store. I wear these wherever I go. It's cold outside. I probably got a hoodie on. I might as well wear the hoodie that could possibly make me some money, right? And all of these things like that, like all these interpersonal things where they're gonna have some kind of reaction, that you want them to see it and ask you questions about it, right? Because it all goes back to that first one, is me being able to open my big fat mouth and talk about myself a little bit, because I love to do that. And this kind of just gives me little ways to do that. Talk about my business a little bit, talk about my little business a little bit. And you would be super surprised at, where that could take you. I've gotten a lot of jobs just from talking to people. That's how I get most of my jobs right now. My Google page is not taken off yet to where I want it to be. I'm not doing ads yet, AdWords yet. I've been doing some Facebook ads, and that's a really good one, because you can kind of spend a little bit. You don't have to spend a whole lot, and you'll get some return on it as long as you're targeting the right people in the right area and all that good stuff. But man, you get into this business and you think, oh, well, I need this equipment. I need a soft wash skid, and I need an 8-gallon-a-minute machine, and I need a truck with a flatbed on it, and all that stuff is great, man, and all that stuff. I want to get there one day where I have all that stuff. but I'm not. And the only way I'm gonna get there is by getting these jobs, right? A guy that had been doing this for some years, he described it to me like this. He said, if you start your business out by focusing all your money on the equipment aspect and not the marketing aspect, you just bought a Lamborghini and you don't have no kind of road to drive it on. So basically, you're keeping your Lamborghini in the garage because you ain't got no roads to ride it down. Or you can build, the most beautiful, amazing amusement park in the world, and you put it on a gravel road, and ain't nobody ever gonna know about it, so they ain't gonna come. That's what it is, man. You can have all this nice equipment you want, but if I'm not doing the marketing, if I'm not getting my name out there, my face out there, my logo out there, my number, my website, if I'm not getting all these things out to people, then nobody is ever gonna hire me because they don't know what I'm doing. Nor do they care. People got a lot going on these days. It's not like I'm pushing them so hard to where, I gotta have your business, but I'm gonna let them know. Always. Never am shy about it. I don't feel self-conscious about it anymore. At first I did feel kind of weird, but now I do not care. I am very open with everybody I come in contact with. Here's a card, here's a whatever. Yeah, get my number, whatever, with everybody. And I've got to be that way because there's a lot of guys doing pressure washing in my city. There's a lot of guys doing it. A lot of guys been doing it for years, and a lot of guys making a lot of money doing it. If I want to be one of those guys, then I have to be willing to drive around in my truck when it's cold outside and I don't have any other jobs and toss flyers out the window. I've got to be willing to hand out a business card to everybody that I see and speak up to them about, hey, we'd love to give you a free estimate on this. I've gotten most of my commercial stuff just by word of mouth. Just by saying, hey, I would love to give you an estimate on getting this taken care of. I would love, give me that opportunity. Again, they think they're helping me, right? They think they're helping me by giving me an opportunity to give them an estimate. So it's kind of the way I've played it, kind of the way it's worked. Residential's a little different. Residential is, I don't want them to think they're doing me a favor. They're not doing me a favor. I'm doing them a favor by being out there working. But commercial, I'll let them think, hey, I'm just a little guy out here trying to make a living, bro. Which I am. So, but residential, you gotta look the part, you gotta play the part. So it's a little, you got two sides of the coin. Anyway, guys, that's 10 or 11, I don't know, maybe 12 things that I got. Most important things to me, for me starting out a business, I had to learn all these things because I went and I spent $5,000 on equipment, trailer, all that. And after my family and friends leads dried up, so did everything else. And I started getting scared around, after about a month, I started getting scared. And then I dove headfirst in this marketing aspect of it. And now I'm not really scared. I know there's going to be jobs come up this week. I just posted, just boosted a new ad on Facebook today. I've already gotten a lot of reactions to it and a lot of messages on that. So it's all about just the long game of a lot of this stuff, man. I just got to keep getting out there. The more and more people see my posts on Facebook, eventually they're going to comment, or they're going to message me, or they're going to, or the more and more people see my flyer in their driveway, they're going to give me a call. They might not be happy that they're having to pick up a flyer out of their driveway every week. That might be why they get the call, but either way, they're going to know who I am. I can't be apologetic about trying to support my family, and neither can you. I hope this helps somebody, man. Y'all stay safe, be easy out there. It's just one day at a time, brother. Like anything else. Peace.